Hi everybody and welcome to some more Basically Bee community server with me, Patchriotic, and this is the last episode of the SkyBlock, and that's because they're resetting the server. And although I could play with it on a downloaded version, the whole thing is with the shop and the community, so I feel like I have to kind of end it now, which is a bit of a shame. But I have been really busy and I've got a lot of stuff done. I've not done the airship, not done the hot air balloons, but I have finished the garden off here. So on top of the highest tree I can find. I'm really quite chuffed with how it's worked out. Probably with time I would have gone up higher with the leaves and maybe brought it over a little bit. But it is what it is, and I think I've done pretty well in the time that I've been on the server. And I've done the cobble on the side of the building. I didn't go this side, but I just gave you an idea of what it was looking like. I know I was going to build the stairs round, but it would have taken too much time. I've got enough money for the quartz, and I wanted to use that to finish off the roof at the top. And strangely enough, I wasn't planning to, but I actually reached the top of the build. It said you can place no more blocks, you've reached the height. So that wasn't intentional, but it happened. So that was quite nice that I managed to finish the roof and get it to the top and have that little achievement. So I would have made one of these into like a hotel accommodation and another one maybe into an art gallery, and like I say, the actual tower itself would have been a museum, and I would have come out probably with a few more towers and done the hot air balloon over here and then the airship behind. But I have managed to do a little bit of the museum, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. If we can get down nice and safely. Yay, look at us go. I have had a wonderful time on the server. I've really enjoyed the see if we can go up this way, the shop, and having to decide what you're spending your money on and how you're going to get your money for it. It's been a great new thing for me to play, and I played around with a lot of ideas for the little museum exhibits, isn't it? And I decided on this, so I went and got a lot of obsidian, put that at the bottom, then put what it is that I'm exhibiting, and then did a sign, and I noticed they had numbers on them, so I thought it was quite fun to add the numbers on it, and I just encased them in glass. So it's quite nice and simple and very effective, I think. I've didn't do the glowstone with the iron on the top bits of them pipes because I just didn't have enough time, and I wanted to get it finished and I wanted to get this video out. But what I did do is the lifts, so they're not real lifts, but I pretend the ladders are lifts. So what I've done is I've encased them in the quartz and put some glowstone around, and I think it just makes it look a little bit more special. So we've got more exhibits up here as well. There's one in there, and if I'd had time I would have done it better. I would have put like all wood together and all dirt together and the sand blocks together, but I haven't, and I just wanted to go around giving you an idea of what my envision in my head was so that you could see what it was like. And I've got a diamond block here. I obviously didn't get a chance to get all the blocks, and I would have done an area with chests, and I put an ender pearl in it and some food in it. But I think with the time allotted, I'm terrified we're going to go around and find there isn't enough glass. I haven't got any glass on me to mend it. But with the time, as I say, allotted, I think I did quite well. I'm glad I got the lift things done, and I've had great fun at the top because I was going to obviously keep the top level for the airship and a reception area, and because that didn't happen because I didn't have the time, I've just made it sort of like a jungle urban area up there, which looks quite fun. I'll show you that. So this is the quartz here. I managed to do that right, and then I had an iron block, so I thought I kind of went with the colour. I was using up all the bricks that I had as well, so it looks a bit of a mishmash with the chisels and the quartz, because I had it chiselled already, and I thought, right, I'm gonna use that. So more explicit. I can't say that word today, can I? exhibits. Not an easy thing to say, folks, not an easy thing to say. So here's the level that we were working on with at the top, and I've made this sort of like a seating area and a little restaurant, so you come and get your food in there, and a little seating area as a takeaway little spot, which I thought was quite fun. And I've used the signs as the edges of the chairs, and these are trapdoors on top of fence posts, which I've used quite a few builds in the past. I just think it looks like a nice little meeting area, and it filled a lot of space up. And then up here I've done lots more seating and chill out areas, and I put some plants in some pots because I had some extra bricks left over, and it seemed a good use of that. And I thought it was quite nice keeping this area open so you can look down and look up. And I had lots of leaves left over, so it was a real case of just trying to use what I had. And I think I've done it quite well. Over here I've got the fence post, but then I put a wooden slab on the top. It's looking quite good. I'm just trying to find the ladder. There it is, it's over here. Did this one a little bit different because I'm running out of quartz here. Wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't having to do that great big roof that seemed to go on forever. So this looks a bit of a mishmash up here. It's a bit weird. It was kind of like what I had left. And there you can see that goes right up inside the roof. So yeah, as I say, I've had a great time. I'm going to end it. Where do I get out, folks? By trying to get out is where I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it in the garden area. I can't find the way out. Get lost in my own construction. We came up in a corner, didn't we? I thought, let's just go around the corners and have a toot round. I bet you'll say, no, Patch, you didn't come up in a corner at all. You came up right in the middle, and now you can't find your way out. I'm sure it was mossy. I'm sure it was mossy that we came up into. Oh no, the quartz here. It's down here. It was mossy. That's why I couldn't find it, looking for the wrong thing. So yeah, this was obsidian again with just the wood slabs around, so it's supposed to be like a seating area, but it was just kind of using up what I had and making the most of the space. But yeah, it's as I say, it's been very, very good fun. A bit sad to see it go, but people have been on it a long time. They've done everything they need to do on it. They're not utilising the server because they've obviously done all this. You know, there's nothing more for them to do. And I mean, it comes a time, doesn't it, when people just want a little bit of a change once they've done everything, which is understandable. It's just unfortunate that I've come along a little bit too late to the party. But I think I've done really well getting this all finished in time. I mean, at least I can show you it done, which is the main thing. So garden, we go down here. We'll be able to sleep and make it daytime, and then I can show you the garden finished. And I might release the animals into the wild. Might be a nice thing to do for the end, mightn't it? Okay, so we'll leave the door open here in case they want to come in here. But we should leave all the doors open, shouldn't we? Then they wander around, they can get in and out. Okay. Right, yeah, so that would be a nice thing to do. Open the animals here and then the animals down the other side. There we go, little animals. But your age is getting you in here, and now I'm just going to let you loose. There we are. Take that one down. And we'll take one down here, and then an area here. There you are. Freedom! Freedom! So having said I'm going to finish in the garden here, I'm going to have to go back and release the chickens now, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, let's go back up here. Oh no, we could climb up the leaves, couldn't we? A leaf area I've done that I can climb up on. There we are. And we'll see that the chickens and the sheep The sheep down there, and the cow won't want to leave. But the chickens might up here. I haven't got any chickens down there, have we? Okay, so I presume I can just walk across here. Can I walk across here? Whoa! Whoa, that would have been horrible, wouldn't it? I suppose it could just have respawned back. I can walk across because I have done so before. I wonder if I've got any leaves in any of these chests. Oh, the cow's out anyway. Oh, yes. Aha. Yes, this is going to make it easier. So, let's find the way up. There we go, all the way to the top. That's as far as we can go. And let's see if we can go over. And if we can't, at least we've got some leaves to do that with. Okay. So, cheaty way of doing it, folks. There we go. Just a little bit concerned about my chickens now. Mind you, the horse has been okay up here, hasn't he? So let the chickens have freedom, haven't we? I suppose we should do a new sign, shouldn't we? Saying Steampunk Museum open. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so Steampunk Museum, which I can never spell. Now, oh no, that looked wrong, didn't it? Now, open. Yeah, we're going to leave it. We're going to literally, oops, we are. Let's just take the gate away. That's the best way, and then they're not going to be able to have problems, which I'm a bit worried about. Let's take the sign off. Doesn't matter anymore. It's all open. Oh look, chicken's already up here. Didn't waste any time, did they? Goodness me. Let's take the gates off here. Yeah. Oh gosh, look. Adventurous chicken here. Aren't they? Freedom, we've been waiting so long. So, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining me on this server. I'm going to see what they'll do for the next reset. I will. Oh, that looks a bit odd, doesn't it? I will probably join, depending if what they do, I suppose. I mean, I joined this not knowing what they were doing, didn't I? So, if I can do that, I should be okay to join them again. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my little series here in SkyBlock. It's been great fun. And I will see you